Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we climbed Oogie's Manor collecting a variety of treasures as we chased Lock, Shock, and Barrel up it. We managed to corner the terrible tykes in the evil playroom and give them a well-deserved spanking before opening our way into Oogie's torture chamber. Kinda grisly to consider, but hey, he's an evil guy. This time, we'll be heading inside the torture chamber to finally deal with the Boogeyman himself and finish up our business here before All Hallows Eve. Quite literally, since if my schedule sticks to how it is, this should be going up on the 29th, 2 days before Halloween. In any case, before we do head inside, I would just like to give a few thoughts on this world. As I mentioned before, I didn't know about this movie until I played this game for myself. While it isn't one of my favorite films out there, and certainly not amongst the Disney pantheon, it is certainly well represented here. Granted, the red sky might not be accurate from Guillotine Square in the graveyard, but, and not every voice actor actually came back to reprise their roles, but it's still pretty spectacular. Heck, most of the main cast is actually present in this world, and outside of one character for obvious reasons, that's pretty good. I can't really think of many of the worlds that we've been to where the entire cast or near the entire cast was present. I mean, Wonderland was missing a bunch of characters. Deep Jungle was missing Jane's father, Professor Porter, and Tantor. Olympus Coliseum was missing Megara and Pegasus, even though Pegasus is mentioned in the Pegasus Cup, but that's beside the point. Agrabah was missing the Sultan. Atlantica was missing all the human characters that were relevant to that world's story, at least in the actual film. And Monstro, well, it's not really a world, and all the characters that were relevant were there, so yeah, I guess that's the only one. At least for the events of Inside Monstro. So, with that all said, in any case, I just want to give one final warning before we go in this door. You will want to make sure that you are around level 36 and have stocked up your healing items on your party. I've still pretty much got everything that I had stocked up on back in Atlantica when we were going to chase down Ursula for the final time. I did give Jack a few items to make up for the ones he used last episode, and sorry for the short episode last time, but I wanted to make sure that this fight had the time and breathing room to go through. I also stocked up Goofy, who is pretty much set. Really, at this point, you would think I'd be using better items, but really, with how decent I've been doing, I don't think that I need to really shell out stronger items just yet. Outside of that, I have also customized Jack just a bit, getting him to a regular attack more often, and I did not mean to put his special attacks onto occasionally. Or is that... Oh no, that's Goofy. My bad. Yeah, Jack has his special attacks on frequently. Just toned it down a bit so he's not wasting his MP and constantly needing to chug ethers, and got him to relinquish his mandate on MP items. Alright, well, that all said, let's go on inside. Oogie Boogie, give me back the heart.
You want it? Well then come on over and get it! Ah! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hunters! it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
The rambling, gambling boogeyman himself is here to fight us and ready to roll. This is Oogie Boogie. Immediately, we're going to want to deal with his 2 gargoyle henchmen that he summoned from after swallowing the heart, because they will be a bit of an annoyance. Oogie's main attacks are throwing down those explosive dice as he runs about the perimeter. He will also occasionally throw regular dice that will determine attacks that the arena will do to you. When the buttons are glowing like this, we want to press the button that's closest to him so that we can raise this platform and get up to him. During this, we can just sort of smack him to our heart's content. He doesn't have a lot of HP, but he does force you down after getting 10 hits on him. And he's throwing regular dice. We can parry those back up at him to hit him. However, if they all 3 land, they will determine an attack that he does. This one that he just got, I believe you get from getting all 4s, this knife attack. You just jump around them. If he jumps before doing that attack, the knives will bounce with him. And I'm actually just going to pause for a sec because I want to be able to go through all the attacks, since I don't think we're going to see all of them. If he gets 3 1s, he'll activate some buzzsaws that'll fly around the wheel. If he gets all 2s, he'll spawn 2 Gargoyle Heartless. All 3s, he'll spawn 2 White Knight Heartless. And if he gets all 5s, he'll spawn some Search Ghosts. If he gets all 6s, he'll activate a machine that heals him for 50 HP. In case Strength and Goofy learned another MP Rage. So that heart was a failure after all. Actually, while we got a bit of time here before we progress the scene, I did forget to mention one thing. If you press a button that is not nearest Boogie when they're glowing, the roulette wheel will lock you into that location and spin you around to open up a hatch, which will open up and have toy soldiers come at you to shoot you. Really, it's not that likely to happen, since I imagine you'll do better at keeping on track of him, but just wanted to let you know. Obtained Holy Circlet. Obtained Ansem's Report 7. Yeah, I won't be reading that for some time. Whoa, how did he get so big? Look, it's brewing with the power of darkness. Oogie Boogie is drawing power from those dark globs. So we just have to destroy those things, right? Let's actually leave. Yeah, you can actually leave that fight. It is a bit of a curious thing. We could actually also do this with Sabor back in Deep Jungle in the bamboo thicket, but let's go back, because clearly this bag of bugs just does not know when to quit. Say hello to Oogie's Manor, a platforming boss. Prepare to go about a full Shadow of Colossus moment. as we have to platform up Oogie's Manor, facing down Heartless as we do to get to those shadow globules. So, the manor itself isn't all that much of a tough fight. However, it will get more defensive as it goes on. Certainly annoying. I'm not entirely sure how many of these globules are around, but that's number 2. The house has a number of attacks. These fireballs, for instance, are coming at us pretty frequently. And I did not mean to do that. So this might... Really, this fight isn't hard, it's just annoying because of all the platforming, because Kingdom Hearts is not very good at platforming. Well, it wasn't very good at platforming in the first game. Serviceable, but not great. Anyway, let's get up here. And I see another one. Get up here to take it out, hopefully. Thankfully, these globs don't have much health to them, but the manor itself will do everything it can to defend them, including having one up here that requires more aerial attacks. The Heartless are really the main concern here. The manor can actually move around its planks and everything to sort of knock you off, and it does have a variety of attacks to deal with you, including those fireballs that have been coming at us the entire time. Really shouldn't be all that difficult to deal with. I need to figure out a way back up. Okay. Thankfully, kind of lost track of how many we've taken care of, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll find another soon. And actually, I think I did while we were falling. Yeah, there it is. Let's get up here. And take it out as quick as we can. Here's another. And there we go. Not all that difficult. Attain the power of stars. Gravity has been upgraded to Gravera.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
I guess we have no choice. We'll have to cancel the Heartless Halloween Festival for now. Here, I want you to have this. Sora obtained Pumpkinhead. Visit us anytime, Sora. Next year's Halloween will be the scariest ever. emotion, memory. We put in all the necessary ingredients. What else do you need to make a heart? What is a heart, anyway? I can't figure it out. You are asking some philosophical questions in this universe, even if the heart is just an organ that pumps blood, at least in the traditional sense. With that, we are technically free to leave, but I actually want to head back to Oogie's Manor, so we will just cut ahead. So now we are at the Manor ruins, and we can see that the entire landscape has changed. This is why you do not want to progress the story before you've finished things up. Before you've collected that Red Trinity in the original version, as the Red Trinity mark will be gone forever. However, you can still get the Mithril Shard from it, though it's hollow when you don't have the credit of the Red Trinity mark. In any case, there is a hole around here that we need to find. Right over here. It has a chest for us, containing the one Dispelgi that we couldn't open. Or rather, couldn't acquire. But I could have sworn there was another chest here. Let me take a quick peek around. Yeah, I guess that is the only chest here. I guess my notes were wrong on that. But yeah, if you missed any of the chests in Oogie's Manor, they'll all appear right here, but again, it's a little hollow for the Red Trinity mark if you're playing the original version. In any case, let's just quickly take... I believe there is a shortcut here. That'll get us back to Halloween Town. Or Guillotine Square. Or the bridge. Okay, yeah. This will get us back to... this will get us to the bridge, which will get us to Halloween Town. And actually, I was wrong about this platform over here. It actually takes you back to Moonlight Hill. So, my bad there. In any case, through here to Guillotine Square by getting out of the fountain. Pretty much showing us how Jack did his grand entrance earlier. In any case, I think I will end things off here. But before we do go, I want to just say a quick reminder. At this point, once we leave the world and come back, Heartless will start spawning again, and now would be a good time to go around the many worlds and collect any arts off of white mushrooms that you don't already have, as we now are at the point where we can actually make use of those arts, although the game doesn't exactly tell you how. If we actually take a look at the arts in our stock, proof that a white mushroom acknowledged you as a master of fire magic. Its value is unknown. Basically showing that you are a master of the type of spell that you use. There are 7 of these in total. And if I were... well, I guess since the game doesn't really tell you, I can just tell you. We'll want to bring those back to Merlin, since it'll show our mastery of magic to him. In any case, if you're looking for the various specific arts, I will quickly go over where you can get them. First off, the easy one, or easy 3, I should say. Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder. These can be pantomimed in every world where we've been outside of Monstro and Olympus Coliseum. I personally recommend the Lotus Forest in Wonderland because there is a save point at the Queen's Castle that is right near it, making it easy to use the soft reset to hunt for them. Cure can be pantomimed in Deep Jungle and can be found at the camp, which again has a close-by save point in the tent. Gravity can be pantomimed at the Cave of Wonders treasure room in Agrabah. There isn't really a close save point to it, but the Dark Chamber is close enough, I suppose. Up next, here in Halloween Town, we have the arrow arts that can be got from white mushrooms in the graveyard, which, again, not very close for a save point, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And finally, we have Stop, which can be pantomimed in the undersea cave and or below deck of the sunken ship in Atlantica, depending on the version of the game that you're playing. Undersea cave and below deck if you are playing the original version, just below deck if you are in the final mix versions. With that all said, with Halloween Town's keyhole sealed and Oogie Boogie dealt with for good, I'd say it is time to go. Next time, we'll head back to Traverse Town to see a few side objectives and then restore the final torn page to the 100 Acre Wood. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.